YouTube. This is Acid Roots Wires. This is part 13 of the Guitar Hero 2 walkthrough as far as these pitches can happen. So within this particular fair about it, yeah, getting further into this game as far as these pitches can go. Now this was a tougher type song here, some of these type pitches, and this is also a lengthier song as well within these pitches. There's only one that's going to happen within this particular episode. This is a song by Valiant Thorn as far as these pitches can go. So I haven't heard of them with some good type pitches. And some of these type varieties would not be too terrible, not to say like that, but just the pitch probably would be good affable type senses to fuck with some of these on Acid Roots Music, the main channel. Now, what if I were to decide to do one of these, it probably wouldn't happen until way further, and I'm probably not talking about 2026 or possibly 2027 either, but it's just kind of the pitch as far as saying, I mean, this has a pretty healthy palette of some good type stuff in this game as far as these pitches can go, especially if you include the bonus songs just within these aspects. But yeah, got some stuff on the way. There's some new, for folks fucking with this particular saga but haven't known as much full-bound within the recent goings on Acid Roots Wire. There's some new games, new blood on the channel, definitely worth checking out. I mean, it's pretty simple just to see the upload feed within some of that bears, but it's the pitch as far as saying just within the product that, yeah, Larry the Batman fan, an affiliate of mine, and prior affiliate of Jack Goldkick pitches like that had gotten me some Christmas gifts. There's a new game, Splinter Cell, within those pitches that's going to be tapped into as well within these pitches. So excellent type products to get towards that there. It's a pretty fun type game within the products of it. It's good, stealthy typeness, good pitch like that. Similar to like the Metal Gear, some of those type ones within the pitch. Definitely good for some nachos nights at 3 a.m. pitches like that, some stuff there. So it's good type products. You got more bona fide type product to get to. But I noticed I hadn't fucked with this particular saga of the series since late October. It's been quite a little bit since the fair was just within these pitches, so I want to get back to this, but it's just kind of the fair about that's bugging me about this game. It's not as full bound like it's a real horror type sense, but enough to realize within these pitches is that the difficulty setting is kind of ramping up a lot earlier than I would have expected. Like Guitar Hero 1 was really not that much of a toil on normal mode until like the penultimate song. I mean, there was one other type one that made me kind of rage quit the game, or at least relatively quit the game back in 2022, but other than that particular, there really were only about 2 songs that really gave me that much of hardship with that original playthrough, and it's just kind of the pitch that I'm questioning if that's gonna, because I definitely don't want considering it's been since late 2024 since I started this, and now it's early 2026, kind of the fair as far as saying I don't want to have like some gap within like a rage quit type session about this where I don't get back to this until like 2028 or something like that within those ordeals, because it's just a tendency that kind of happens within these fairs. These games will tee you off, some of these type pitches really piss you off, some of these type fairs, then it takes, you know, it's just within fair not wanting to get back to it, and then I forget, and then it's just the laziness factor that sets in on top of that. So it's kind of the pitch, this is a very sluggish channel. It's just to say it's within those fairs, not intentionally within its full bound, but it's just kind of the pitch that just the fair, it just has to do with like the aspect of combining the tangent of wanting to be able to beat these games with that, with the ability to not get pissed off in some of these type fairs. This one pitch is just the get up and go about this channel is not like, this channel is just not as much active growth within the pitch to designate to like daily kind of rebound type tactics within the fair bond. It's not to say like it's not. I mean, it's a pretty apt type channel. I mean, it's got some shit on here, just being able to say the products to like some of these type fairs. The mixtape talks, you know, it's not often, I think, within the fairs that you'll get folks within these frays that will play Guitar Hero and mention folks like Hobson and Swizz, and then folks like Capadonna of Wu-Tang and Ghostface Killah and some of these type of folks, Deuce from 9 Lives and Hollywood Undead, some of these type fairs. It's pitches like that, some of these type ordeals, you know, obviously further type folks like Tech9 and Chris Calico, pitches like that, but it's this kind of ordeal as far as saying just get towards the products. It's good type fairs to have some of this. I definitely think the aspect of having like a music oriented kind of at least PlayStation 2 game type channel is not. Now at some stage, yeah, there might be something else different. I just would question within the fairs. It just really has to do with the product, whether or not I can actually complete some of these type games, but at least there's progress. That is the good news within the pitch. Just say progress is happening within. It's just kind of the fair getting these bonus type songs roped up. It's just kind of question the tougher type fair about it, but it's good fairs about it. Part 13 is good type pitches, so this might, I would almost question if you include the bonus songs, especially if there's lengthier ones like this one, how many episodes are going to be full. How many episodes are full how many episodes are full bound going to be in the fray of like the full saga of like this particular playlist? It's probably going to be lengthier. I'd say like Guitar Hero 1 tapped out at 34 episodes, but it probably would have been a lot shorter than that had I not done easy mode first. So I actually beat that game twice within that playthrough, so it's kind of pissed. That's why that one's a little bit bulkier. But yeah, just to say, we're pretty much at the halfway point for like story mode right now within Sinister Pitches. But I am going to include, if I do have like some of these lost type bears, there's going to be the losing type tangents in here as well. Now, if it gets to where I've had like 13, 14, 16 losing episodes in a row, pitches like that, it may not have every last one of those in there, but it might. I mean, if they're entertaining enough and I actually have shit to say within some of the ordeals, I might just include some of those within those pairs. But this kind of pitch, as far as saying, just depends on the product. I do feel like, I mean, it just bulks up the playthrough. It just gives you lots of healthy nachos eating, and some of these type bears have like a Bacardi next to you. Some of these type bears for like these sessions. Within the fair, I probably should have done another episode for this guy. I think this would have been some excellent type fares for like a holiday vacation, something like that, for folks just kind of sitting next to their fireplace, pitches like that in like cold December, something like that, some of these type fares. But this kind of pitch, I mean, it does have a healthy, pretty bounty on here, but Guitar Hero 1 has that aspect. But I'd probably say within the aspect as of right now, within the pitch, yeah, there's going to be more of these at some, and within the fashion behind, I need to get back to this game a little bit more within these pitches. But I'd probably say between episode 1 and episode 13 right now with where we're at, it's probably like a 2-hour playthrough, which Guitar Hero 1 was probably like 6 or 7, maybe even 8 or 9 hours. I really question if each of those were about 10 or 12 minutes. Some of those actually did get to about 14, something like that. It's kind of within the fairest for us. You have a pretty healthy type playthrough to be able to kill some time pitches like that. So definitely within those ordeals, it's just going to rack up. I mean, it's kind of fair. I mean, it's a little bit like, don't hold your breath for these with some of these type of ordeals, but it's just kind of pitch as far as saying it's just the aspect of healthy type content on the channel, plenty to kind of spill around to pitches like that. Some of these type bears that just dissecting some mixtapes, finding some leftover type ones, finding like those future mixtapes, Young Scooter mixtapes, Hobson mixtapes, go fuck with LAUSD Result, and like emerge some of those type of ones, Deuce mixtapes. And the fair about the Deuce mixtapes is the fair as far as saying that's actually becoming a lot trickier of a mixtape to find. I just look after it here. It's kind of within the products as far as saying that particular that particular type mixtape is just not as commonplace kind of available within those aspects. It's kind of been subtracted from the internet, and things like the Internet Archive kind of screwing around pitches like that have kind of sabotaged it. But Call Me Big Deuce, definite classic. 14 good songs, original Deuce material, or at least freestyles to instrumentals, pitches like that. So that is a classic. Is to say that again with some of those type of errors, Deuce is still the shit like he was back in those days. So it's just kind of pitch. But yeah, plenty of those type of errors. Check out the music channel. Just good bonus type product for both these prices here. Good pitches like that. So enjoy the pizza, fairs like that.